I'm Sean from Offload, Rugby Media.
This is Simeon, also known as the TikTok Ref.
Hi guys, I'm Murray, also known as Blissful Rugby HQ.
And welcome to Season 2
of the Rugby
Connection
podcast.
Hope you're ready for it.
For the fans.
By the fans.
Welcome to the Rugby Connection podcast. I think we're in episode 10 now, so we've hit double digits of this season. The original three are back. Me, Sean, Simeon. Sean, how are we getting on?
Yeah, no, very good. Thanks, Murray. Well, I'm happy anyway. I mean, my team got a win over the weekend, which I will take. And I think each of our teams got a win over the weekend. So,
yes.
Pretty happy. That's all I can say.
Good. Any rugby this weekend for you, Sean?
No, just training on Friday. Our training was cancelled on Friday. Moved to Sunday because of the weather. It was a bit stormy on Friday. So just training. We have a match away to Craig's this Sunday, which I'm really looking forward to. Looking forward to get back out there. So yeah, how's all good with you, Murray?
I'm in extremely amount of pain.
Lol.
Had a big game on Saturday against Hillfoots. Ref was appalling. That's all I'm saying on that. You know the backstory. I'm not getting into it. I'm not bad mouthing anyone and getting into trouble.
Drinks red wine.
Drink something? No, I don't drink wine. It's just vinegar and fruit. Anyway, played the full 80. First league start. Played it pro.
You won a medal?
No.
Oh, sorry. Did someone say Dick of the Day?
Oh yeah, I got Dick of the Day. Thanks, twat.
Hey!
No, so basically I got bitched in the scrum. I wasn't happy with it, and I got Dick of the Day because we knocked it on. I wasn't particularly fucking joyous because of how I was getting bitched around the pitch. Got the ball and you're meant to play the whistle, and I just fucking chucked it away. Fuck it. But I got a telling off. I dug down, played back to normal in the second half, made a good few carries, played actually quite well, got my scrummaging position up, got praised for that, and then got absolutely munched by a big ginger fridge from Hillfoots at the end, and I might have cracked ribs.
Good job.
Brilliant. But yeah, so Simeon's happy because I got Dick of the Day. Speaking of Simeon, how are you, mate?
A bit of a mad week, if I'm honest. Where were we this weekend? Well, I refereed Wednesday. Wednesday was a very strange day. So first thing I did was referee history versus agriculture. Very good game on the 3G at Perth Mill. Beautiful on the game, lovely. Finished that game. I also forgot my boots, so I had to use someone else's boots. It wasn't going well. I also had a lecture that morning. This is what I mean. This day was a mental day. Straight after that game, checked my phone. I got placement. I'm in a nursery, so they're putting me with kids, like little kids.
Nope. You shave that tash before you do that, then.
Huh?
You should shave that mustache of yours before that, then.
The tash is staying.
Oh
yeah, on that drink of the day is drink of the day. Everybody is Bordeaux red wine.
Bordeaux, they beat Racing. There we go.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, happy days! Bordeaux beat Racing. We love to hear it. Then straight after that game, Edinburgh Engineers, who I go drinking with and went on a charity night with and looked like an absolute Tory, they were like, "Can you first aid? Because you're the most qualified person here." So I first aided, right? And great first aiding. One injury all game, and I sorted it. Concussion. Looked at him once, went off the pitch, you come, and that was my job done.
What was that? That was your 5 minutes.
That was it. Yeah. Also, I've never been so cold in my life at North Berwick. Shout out to Sonia Hill. For putting up with me at North Berwick. We did get a lot of free pints, to be fair, but it was the coldest thing. If anyone doesn't know, North Berwick's on the coast of East Scotland, just outside Edinburgh, but it was in the red zone of this fucking storm, so we were a bit cold. But sure.
Also, if you don't know Scotland, everything is just outside Edinburgh.
And everything is cold. And we also had snow.
Yes, we did have snow.
Do you know what snowed on Leinster's? Do you know what snowed on Leinster's parade this weekend?
Ulster. Shall we talk about that game then?
Should we talk about Ulster? Sorry, to any salty Leinster fans who all messed with me going, "Oh, the ref was rubbish." No, you lost to a better team. 10 points. You lost to a better team at your home stadium. Do I hear crying? Do I hear it? Because Leinster lost. Sorry. The red wine's really got to me.
You definitely do hear crying after that.
I mean, it was a good game, and it was nice and tight, but James Hume at the end with the cold shrug, just, yeah, cool. Deal with it sort of thing. Just, yeah, love it. Sean, what were your thoughts of that game?
Didn't actually get to see it. I was kind of all rugbyed out on Saturday. Watched the sevens all day.
Game.
So yeah,
The so-called Leinster man didn't even watch them get beat.
I'm told you this, Murray. I'm not a Leinster man, so you gotta get that out of your head now, man.
Can we get your Instagram up, Sean? You at all your Leinster games.
Yeah, no, I will not be making a statement at this point in time on my position in Leinster. I declined to comment.
Fair. Well, we will talk about one particular team then. The boys in green.
But no.
Continue with Ulster because Simon's on a high.
Yeah, give Simeon his time.
Simon! Sams.
He's muted. He's freezing. This is hilarious. It's a bit of a performance that we can't hear. We can't hear you, Sim.
What I'm saying is, Ulster beat Leinster, and that's that needs to be said. You know what? Let's just.
Who's going to tell him that he's going to have to say that all over again?
And the son of Ulster's landed.
He's back. The prodigal son is back.
I kind of missed everything there.
So
did we.
None of anything you said there. Nothing was picked up. Your mic went, and all we see was.
It was so funny.
Oh no.
Oh.
Anyway, Connaught. Another good Irish win from the weekend.
Yeah, brilliant win for Connacht. What was the score in the end? It was 46-18 to Connacht.
No, we don't talk about the score. We just say you won, okay?
Yeah.
You won.
Connacht won.
Got fucked.
Yeah, Ospreys were terrible.
Huh?
You said the Ulster score, you twat.
Yeah, come on, Simeon. Come on. Respect the people out west. Ospreys were shocking.
I'm the referee. I make the decisions on this podcast.
No, you don't.
When your internet works.
Anyway,
off you go.
Connaught, dominant in Galway. Mark Hansen.
Yep.
Mark Hansen.
Man of the match. What a guy. Oh, he was.
Sean, you're starting to look a bit like him with that moustache. You know, get the scrum cap. Honestly, I see a Mark Hansen lookalike.
Oh my god, do you actually own a white scrum cap?
No, I don't. I never considered wearing a scrum cap until I've seen Mac Hansen play for Connacht. So I've actually
don't wear a scrum cap though, because it causes more concussion. Just don't do it, Sean.
Big brains from Simeon.
No, Simeon, give CPR now.
Does it actually?
Yeah. So here's a fun fact. I did a whole dissertation thing on this in school. Basically, when you wear a scrum cap, so you know how scrum caps just that thin layer of padding.
Yeah.
All that thin layer of padding does is stops from cuts being reopened on your head, or lacerations and stuff, and it also avoids getting cauliflowers because of the blood there, right? So, but people who wear scrum caps think because they've been drilled from a young age to think scrum caps help concussion because there's padding. Your brain isn't set in there. There's a slight liquid layer around your brain in your skull, right? So when you bash your head, because the amount of G-force, the amount of force which goes into a collision. So think of when you see those red cars when it's shoulder to head, and the amount of force going into some of them, right, with the head contact. That scrum cap does no protection whatsoever. It just your brain still bounces on the side of your skull and causes a concussion. Now, but when players wear scrum caps, they believe they're more protective. So you put your heads in situations where you think you're more protected. So you get your head in rucks dirtier. You put your head on the wrong side of a tackle, and you get worse concussions. So another fun fact is the two players. Both get a guess. Two guesses. What two positions do you think get the highest rate of concussion?
Me first.
Go on,
okay. I think it's wing. I feel like the wing's really high.
And I'm not saying you're right or wrong.
I'll get Sean to get the other. Oh wait, how many guests do we get each? Two.
Two. Yes, because of 2 positions.
Wing and I want to say back row.
Okay, just log that in, Sean.
Yeah.
Fly half, and I was gonna say back row as well. So yeah, one position in the back. Well, second row. I'm gonna change to second row now. Yeah, fly half and second row.
9 in centre.
Oh,
Okay.
not
I
many
know.
9s wear scrum caps. That's weird.
So Sean, shit out Sean. Faff to Sean. Wearing scrum caps for you.
That's not catching
Just
on.
get Luscious Lux like Faff the Clerk. That protects you better.
Yeah, I think in fairness, I mean, I think that is a good point to mention to our listeners is that scrum caps do not prevent concussion or protect you against concussion because a lot of people believe they do. So
A lot of people believe you do. If you are wearing scrum caps for the fact of keeping warm, stopping a cut, and a front row forward, crack on. But if you are a scrum half or any back positions without a cut on your head, do not wear a scrum cap because it will genuinely not help us so much. Bloody hell, Nurse Simeon's come out today. He's been crack all day and he knows what he's on.
If you want to wear a scrum cap to keep warm, just get involved in the game instead of pussyfooting at the side. Get involved.
Like honestly, as well, you're better off not wearing a scrum cap and wearing tape around your ears.
There
That
you go.
still protects it. You're better off. doing that.
Simeon's just saved me 50 quid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
um,
Yeah.
so basically, Matt Hansen looks good in a scrum cap, regardless of whether it protects him or not.
Yes.
But he does. Oh, there's some players who use a scrum cap, and Matt Hansen is one of those players.
Mark Hansen.
Yeah.
This is a little fanboy bit for Mark Hansen because we all love him and he's a great lad, friend of the show.
Yeah.
He has the best. He has the
So you
best
own the
mustache
five.
in rugby.
Pardon?
He has the best mustache in rugby.
Nah, Nick
Sorry,
White.
lad.
Nick
No,
White.
I know that you used to have immaculate mustaches, but Max is just
No,
top
Nick
tier.
White. Nick White's better.
I
Ooh.
second Murray.
Matt, in no particular order, Matt Hansen, Nick White, Carl Toon Kafafi, the big New Zealand prop.
Mm.
His
Oh.
moustache is
Oh.
elegant as fuck.
And then we continue on top 5. Simeon Greenaway Robbins and Sean Lenahan.
Sure.
Sorted. Sean,
There
are
we
you going
go.
to get rid of your moustache or are you going to keep it after November?
Honestly, I was thinking of keeping it for a bit longer. Actually, I've kind of grown to love it a little bit.
I've started to love it a wee bit as well. It's
Yeah.
like my thing now. I'm quite like I was sitting there just stroking it when I'm thinking. Like I was just there thinking about like a decision to make, like with a red and yellow card. I was like, what decision will I give? Oh, this
See,
is
I don't-
actually quite a funny
I do
story.
that.
I lost my yellow card. I've lost my yellow card, right? And I got to the game, opened my bag, went, oh fuck, I've lost it, right? So Sonia gave me her AA card. Anyone who's international user AA is like a breakdown service in the UK, and it's a gold yellow card, right? And I was like, oh, I probably won't have to use it. One of the teams turned up with barely any players. It's going to be a wipeout. Deliberate knock-on penalty try. I had to pull out this fucking AA card. Off you go.
Big up Sonia
Oh.
for helping you out.
Oh, she's got 2 mentions tonight. Bloody hell. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Sonia.
Literal friend of the show.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Anyway,
Oh no.
so, anyway. Ulster beat Leinster, haha. Connacht absolutely thumped Ospreys.
Mm.
Edinburgh Rodney Parade. Holy shit!
It's half
Really
time,
out of
very
my belly.
close. Dragons put up a good fucking fight.
They did. They did in the first
And
half.
and they played well. This is what I mean.
They did.
Dragons are building.
I keep forgetting that Dean Ryan's in charge of the Dragons
Aye.
just because he bombed out of Scotland. So I kind of just.
But he's doing a good job down there.
Yes.
And they've got and Dragons played that game with barely any internationals.
Mhm.
They were missing a lot. So no, it's really good. I mean, Edinburgh's having a fucking great season.
Third in the URC.
Is it who's top now? Is it Ulster or is it still Leinster?
No,
It's
Leinster.
still Leinster.
Yeah.
There's Leinster,
Leinster,
Ulster, Edinburgh.
Where's Connacht? I'm not digging. I'm genuinely asking.
I'm not sure. Since we won this game, I hopefully we moved up a place or two, maybe to 7th. Hopefully, I don't
Ospreys
know.
are quite high as well. In fairness,
Yeah,
Ospreys are
they were
quite
higher than Connacht. Yeah, Connacht I know we're in ninth before they beat the Ospreys, so hopefully we've gone up a place or two. Bonus point win, so take that.
Go.
Good stuff.
Go.
I mean, on the URC in general, if anyone doesn't know what's happened recently, so you might have not seen that likes of Zebre, Cardiff Blues, Scarlets, and Munster, was it?
Yep, Munster, yeah.
So they're all locked down in South Africa due to a new variant of the coronavirus. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think it will affect that much. My famous last words. But so they're all locked down in due to UK, and I don't know what the Irish laws are, but they've had a travel ban on South Africa, and the government isn't helping them at all. It's actually quite shit. But when they get back, they're going to have to isolate for 2 weeks. So don't expect to see any of those teams be playing, because I think there's a whole European ban. Don't expect any of those teams to be playing for the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. I know that Zebre are back now, and Munster have been given the all clear to come back, except for the positive cases. Yeah, they have 2 positive cases in their camp, so they haven't gone back yet. Yeah, Munster, yeah.
So they haven't come back?
No, they got the all clear today from the government, and I think they can come back within the next couple of days, but they haven't yet, except for, so obviously the positive cases can't come back. So the rest of the squad can return, I think, from whenever they get their flight sorted. So no, they have to get, they did another round of PCR tests today, and they're waiting for the results to come back tomorrow. So when this episode comes out, should know whether Munster will get back or not.
COVID's really fucked up this weekend. The Barbarians men, 4, 5, 6 COVID cases in the camp.
6 positive cases in the Barbarians camp. And speaking of the game that never happened, I just feel for Samoa. Like, they came out, they sang the national anthem at Twickenham. They did their war dance, and then Joe Takori, big Joe Takori of Toulouse, it was his last game for Samoa. Never happened, and he big emotional speech. So we love you, Joe.
Yeah.
We love the Barbarians. Do you remember the game against England, which was cancelled because they all went out for a carbonara? They have such a bad COVID problem.
Chris Robshaw and his band of merry men going out for a few pints.
Fucking mong.
It's just so stupid. But sticking on Barbarians before we move on, Barbarians women.
Great
my
performance.
God, what a game! 60 points on South African women, unreal. And I mean, I put the video up as well. Rona Lloyd's try. What a solo effort that was. That was class.
It was really it's great stuff to see. It is. We love to see it.
Yeah. Biggest crowd to
friend of the show.
Friend of the show, yeah.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Sean, as I am pouring some more Bordeaux wine, would you like to give us a bit of an update on the top 14, my good chap?
I would actually. There were 3 games. I will mention 3 games from the way. Well, actually, Murray mentioned one of them already. So obviously, Bordeaux beat Racing in Paris. In Paris, yes, 37-14. So that's a big scalp for them. Yeah. The next one, I'll leave the best for last. Next one I'm going to mention is Biarritz beat Stade Francais 17-14. I mean, Stade Francais Stade Francais, in fairness, have a really bad season so far. They're in 12th. So it's a good win for Biarritz, who haven't, the way, remember the first couple of weeks we mentioned how Biarritz had like 3 wins in a row. I don't think they even got any wins until this one, or well, not recently anyway. So they went for a big chunk of winless games for a while, but good to see them back. This one, I think you will like. Perpignan beat Clermont. I think was it in Clermont? No, it was in Perpignan, 26-24.
What a game that must have been.
Jesus.
Perpignan were 21-10 down and came back to win 26-24. So Clermont
good job.
Clermont in the second half stopped playing. So there you go.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
But that's what you say we love about the top 14 is they just weird scores come out of places.
You love it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did this week, which was a bit naughty? I did something a bit naughty on Friday. I went into uni. I was like, I'm going to go and do some revision, some body systems revision. And I sat there so I went in for uni for 2.5 hours before my lecture. I did like a good hour of work, but like split up and did some exams and stuff. And then I spent an hour and a half of that of watching rugby.
Good man.
But wait, before we get on to the sevens, which is what I watched a lot of that day, I watched the end of Chile versus Russia. Chile absolutely fucked Russia.
Love to see that.
I honestly, like, Chile's beating Canada and Russia now. Could we see Chile in the World Cup?
Oh, very possible. Yeah, they definitely can
I'd
make the
love
World
to
Cup.
see him.
Yeah.
Are they not in the World Cup, or are they still in the last?
No, they're into the last repechage event. I'm pretty sure it's like all the countries from all around the world who haven't qualified, but they could give themselves a good chance. Like, you know.
It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, South American rugby as a whole is really growing. So, and I think I can link this into the sevens. Did you guys see Brazil women's sevens this weekend? I mean, Sean, I know did.
I didn't see Brazil. I didn't watch any of their games, but I heard they were doing pretty all right.
They beat the USA.
Oh, did they? That's a big win.
They nearly beat France and they beat the USA in extra time.
We love an underdog.
Yeah, that's nice.
What do we do?
Speaking of underdogs, London Irish beat Harlequins in the Prem at the Stoop.
Harvey Allen, we're really sorry.
Yeah. No, it was a good game. It was right at the death, and who doesn't love an at the death win from a neutral point of view?
It's no, you're right.
And we've mentioned it for basically this whole season. London Irish have been that nitty-gritty nuisance of a team to the big teams. I mean, they beat Exeter, they drew with Saracen, they just beat Quins.
London Irish are in a way. London Irish are kind of in the place Connor are in, I think, at the moment. Is in 1 week they'll be fucking amazing, beating Ulster, the potentially now best team in the world again, and then losing to the Dragons at home.
Yeah. Connacht had one bad performance this season, one terrible performance, and that was it. The rest, Connacht have been pretty all right. So do not be saying that Connacht have had brilliant performances this season, man. I will not take that slander.
You lost to the fucking Dragons at home.
Yeah, we also beat Ulster. Connacht are still the best team in the world, boy.
He has juked you there.
Yeah,
that's
still
fine,
right.
that's
Connacht
fine.
are the best team in the world. Eat that for lunch,
fine.
Damien.
Oh, no, this is funny, actually. Just genuinely, I can link it. Just this is a good story. This is a good story, right? So I've been in for like loads of different nursing shit today into uni. And one of the qualifications I got today was aggression prevention, right? So it's like if someone on the wards violence you, what do you do? I was sat in the back just shouting out rugby tackle them, and they found that quite funny. So you can be proud of me for that one. But when we're actually going through the stuff, I found it really like a lot of the stuff you do in rugby. So they were like about stances. So you instead of standing on 2 feet parallel, you put 1 foot at the back, 1 foot at the front to gain more strength over the ball. Like, you know, like your power of tower and things like that, like to get stronger over attack on a ruck. But at one point we had to run into people and try and shoulder barge them out the way. And I took it way too seriously in a room full of women.
Is that like how you absolutely destroyed that person in the snow the other day with that high tackle?
Oh! Shout out to Brody. I'm just shouting out all the nurses tonight. Shout out to Brody McLaren. In fairness, we were sat there. She was trying to take a nice photo of a golf club because we were just walking in the snow in Edinburgh, and Josie just looked over to me. I had drinking a Red Bull at this time and the ADHD was thriving. She just looked over to me and went, tackler, sprinted in, great tackle. I think it was a clean tackle. She ducked, so it wasn't my fault, boys. What do you think?
It was not your best.
Red card.
Huh?
It was not your best. You sent me out. That wasn't your best one.
It wasn't my best, but I did tackle a 5'2" ginger onto the floor, which is always amusing.
Don't know about tackling gingers. I got scalped by a ginger. That's why my ribs were down.
I don't know if I brought this up last week, but I yellow carded a ginger and he had no number on his back, so I wrote.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I did.
You wrote ginger, yeah.
Ginger talk, so you know it's fine. On some referee things this weekend. Did you see that headbutt try by Bridgend?
Yeah.
Would you give it a try, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it came off the head. It's not enough.
Exactly. I don't get what the likes of Nigel Owens are saying it's not. That's always been a try. So Scotland did it back in the autumn, didn't they? Was it Australia? Yeah, it was the Australia game. Or was it the South Africa game? Hogg headbutted it.
No, that was against Ireland, the Six Nations. Hogg, it came bouncing off Hogg's face and Finn ran
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That-
but that was a try. Do you remember the Hurricanes versus someone in the quarter final a couple of years ago, and Geordie Barrett headbutted it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, if it comes off the face, it's fine.
It's fine. So I don't get what Nigel Owens is saying is not a try. It's in the law book if that's a try.
Mm.
Fair.
Go check out my
That's a-
analysis for it. But
That's an interesting one.
and one you sent me, Nick Tompkins, and who was the other player?
Byron McGuigan. What? I don't get. I guess, like you said, Simeon, Nick Tompkins pushed Byron to get up. Everyone does it. There is no need to end up turning into bloody John Cena and suplexing the boy.
He got red carded as well, didn't he? I only found that out
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, he got. It was a straight red, but
Deserved.
So what we look at in refereeing is, and I have players talk. You know, I've never got this in Scotland because of how the game is here, but in Wales it was a big thing. Like in Wales, there's such a thing about you protect your players. If a fight starts, you go and fight for them. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't agree with it. You don't see it much here, or in Edinburgh, you don't see it. But
I'm saying nothing.
okay, if you get pushed, don't retaliate. If you retaliate, the ref's not going to care. Say he just like Nick Tompkins gave him a wee shove. You could give a penalty for it. You could not. It's kind of just like get on with it, or just it depends how the game's been. But the fact he just went mental and ape shit, retaliation means fuck all. If you give a worse offence, you're getting a red card.
Yep.
Mm.
And then he started a whole scrap. So stupid.
He like open might have slapped, might have punched Nick Tompkins in the head, suplex him, and then chucked him into the padding at the corner.
If that had been an open palm, it was a yellow. So say he just did that. Say he just went bang like that to the head. It's a penalty or a yellow, depending on how you're feeling. But it's a fact. If it's a fist, it's red, obviously. But and then he just took it way too far.
Just Byron, what you did, mate? What the fuck? Basically.
Yeah, I think he had a brain fade there.
But it didn't even look phased when he got a red card. Okay.
It's like Finra. Well, he's Scottish. Maybe it's a Scottish thing.
He's not even Scottish. He's Namibian.
What?
Ah, there you go. There's your fact of the day. Byron McGuigan's not Scottish.
So we
Didn't know that.
Actually, you bring that up, Murray. Because Murray or Sean, because you understand it a bit better than me. Talk to me about the new international laws.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a good topic point.
Yes. So, correct me if I'm wrong. I'll do it the basic way. Basically, if you've not been capped by the country that you have been capped by in 36 months, so 3 years, you could then play for the country of your birth, your parents' birth, or your grandparents' birth.
So they're not all normal laws of who you're connected to.
Yeah, basically all the normal go-to rules, apart
So after
from
three-
you live there.
So let me just clarify with you.
Okay.
If it's been 3 years and you haven't been capped by your country,
Yep.
it's like you've been uncapped and all the laws which qualify for you to cap. So if it's 3 years living in a different country, things like that qualify you to play, you're allowed to play.
No, you can't do resident.
No
not
residency, yeah.
residency is not a thing.
So
So,
it's
like,
gotta
if
be
you
blood.
played, so if Sean got capped by Ireland once, or how many times, and just say for whatever reason wasn't picked, probably because Andy Farrell doesn't trust how good Sean is. Anyway,
Sean, I'd pick you for Ireland.
but anyway, so
appreciate
right, so
it.
Sean's not been capped for 3 years. Nobody knows why, but turns out his mum's from Perth. Just hypothetical. No, I'm just trying to get this point. So
That actually is a fact. No. Sorry. No.
yeah.
No.
So like say like Sean's mum or dad was born in like Scotland, or his grandparents were born in Scotland. Scotland could just be like, over you come, and World Rugby just goes, okay, that's fine. Obviously, you have to prove that you've not been capped or anything like that for so long. Like
Yeah.
Nathan Hughes is a big one, can go to Fiji next year, and that's unjust. Like his last cap was March 2019.
But do you think this could bring up because I'm kind of like, obviously people are going to take opinions on this, right? And people are going to say it's worse bet. I oddly like it because I think it just could make Tonga, Fiji, Samoa in particular, because they're the three nations it's going to really affect.
Yeah.
I just think it could make them so much more exciting, and it may make the World Cup even harder.
Yeah. But it's not just, I know that they are the big ones that everyone talks about for this new rule. It's for any country. So, in theory, it's not going to happen, but Sergio Parisi could be at the World Cup for Argentina.
Saying that, would you put that past Sergio Parisi and the Argentinians?
No.
Exactly. That could actually happen. That'd be so funny.
But like you do get people moaning because like Stephen Luatua, who played for New Zealand, could play for Tonga, but he's 36. I'm like, and
Yeah. Well, I think it also comes down to whether the players actually want to play, because like if at some point in their career some of them won't want to, like, you know, the way, you know, you've seen a lot of, you know, Fiji's potential backline in how many years time or whatever, like that could happen, but then the player could also just decide that he just doesn't want to play international rugby anymore, because likelihood is they will be older, they just mightn't want to put themselves through that whole, but they might at the same time, they might, so it depends.
I've got a question for you based on the topic. Do you think there should be a cap max to change country? So I'm all up for the rule, but like I did the 3 videos on who could play for Samoa, Fiji, Tonga sort of thing. Sekope Kepu has well over 50 caps for Australia. You do not need to be there. You do not need to play for Tonga. Like you've had your heyday at international rugby. It's gone. Sorry to burst this bubble, but then you get like Charles Piutau, who has 1 cap for New Zealand.
Oh, do you know what? I would make it a 50 cap rule, because I think if you get 50 cap, that's a milestone.
I'd say 10.
Really? No, I'd go 50.
I wouldn't even say that there's a need for a max, to be honest. I would just say, like, because if you haven't played for 3 years, like, I mean, let's say Sekope Kepu decide you want to play for Tonga with his 50 plus caps or whatever, that would be massive experience for Tonga that he's bringing, like, on the international stage. And I mean, if he hasn't played it for 3 years, like, why not? Why should he not be allowed to switch than someone who only has 2 caps?
I get that. It's just, I think it's because before the rule was given, it's like Matt Anonu said that he wanted to play for Tonga.
Yeah.
No, you've got 2 World Cups and over 100 caps for New Zealand. You're taking the piss for that one.
I would love to see Charles Piutau play for Tonga.
Same.
Because his brother played for Tonga.
Yep.
Yeah.
Captain of Tonga. I think if he played for Tonga, it's more fitting for him playing for Tonga than New Zealand.
Yeah.
One of the big kind of examples that was given in Ireland was Isa Nasiwa, because obviously he only had 1 cap for Fiji, and then he decided he wants to play for the All Blacks because obviously he was born in New Zealand and he couldn't play for the All Blacks. So, I mean, if he got the chance to play for the All Blacks, I'm sure he would have taken it, because he definitely at the time at Leinster, he was good enough at his peak anyway, I would have said.
Yeah,
I miss him.
Is there any, actually, just sticking on this topic, is there anyone you would like that you can now bring in, potentially? Or bring back, we'll call it. Because bring in, you can bring anyone in through like residency.
Hadley Parks.
He's already capped by Wales. So. No, you plum, you buggered it.
What? This is my Hadley Parks appreciation video. Hadley Parks, if you're listening to the Rugby Connection podcast, episode 10 of season 2.
I'd be amazed.
Please back away. I really miss you. And again.
I meant like somebody that's from Wales that didn't play, like, so Finlay Christie that plays for New Zealand. He's from bloody Peebles.
Is he?
He's Scottish, for fuck's sake. Gregory
Aldrete.
There we go. Gregory Aldrete, his dad from Stirling.
There you go. Maybe Scotland might want to bring back Tommaso Allen, will they?
No.
Oh my god!
Oh. I keep forgetting he played for Scotland under 20s.
Yeah.
Don't need them now, to be
No,
honest.
No.
A few years
Back
ago,
in-
yeah.
actually no. 3 years ago, I just said Mako and Billy Villapola,
To where? Tonga?
Wales.
Ah, yeah.
Thank you.
I have one for Ireland. We don't need him. I don't necessarily want him, but he at his prime, he could have been really good. AJ McGinty, obviously.
Oh
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
The other Carty. I'm not being rude. I forgot his name.
Luke. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There you
Luke
go.
Carty, yeah. Dylan Fawcett. I heard that apparently that the Armitage brothers and maybe Danny Cipriani as well are eligible to play for Trinidad and Tobago or something like that. Yeah, with this
Did
new
you
rule.
know?
Yeah.
Did you know Louis Rees-Zammit's brother, who I think I've refereed? I'm pretty sure I refereed him for Landaf once. Plays for Malta.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could play for Germany.
Yeah, well, you could do that anyway without the law.
I know.
Murray, so-
I have all the free will in the world now to go for it.
I could play for Canada, Wales, England.
Scotland, Germany.
No,
New
but
Zealand.
in 2 more years' time, Scotland as well. Because by the time I finish qualifying as a nurse in Scotland, I'll be able to play for Scotland.
Murray.
It's a residency, but you've not been capped either. So, there's so many
Murray-
ways you can go.
But then I'm refereeing for Scotland, so it's all good.
Murray,
There you
could you? Are you actually eligible for the All Blacks, like through either your parents or your grandparents?
Not my grandparents, but like further down. You know how when you find
Oh,
out weird,
I think-
stupid oh,
Yeah, I think that could be too far for this rule. I think it has
No.
to be like within.
yeah, no. For the new rule,
Yeah.
it'd be Scotland or Germany. But overall, I might have got away with it. It's like it's a,
I don't
it's
know.
A shite, it's a
No,
shite
you would,
method.
no, genuinely, you wouldn't get away with
No.
it.
No, I think that's not what happened.
I'll
I
just
mean,
do the
I'm sure.
resident. It's fine. I'll just do residency. I'll just live in New Zealand for 5 years and get one cap, wait 3 years, and play for Scotland. Way, there we go.
The
Guys,
ideal.
did you, on more rugby news, did you see Richie Pugh returns as the WU head of sevens in male and female programs?
I saw
next
that. Yeah,
season?
saw it on Twitter. Didn't know
I
anything
mean-
about him though. So
In
Who's
short,
Richie Pugh?
he was an Osprey, head
Okay.
coach of the women's in Rio Olympics, who did really well,
Uh-huh.
and he was one of the Welshmen who won the World Cup at sevens.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm with you.
So
There.
he knows his stuff, and I mean, I've enjoyed. Not to get political, I don't agree with the UK, but I have enjoyed watching GB play and beat Ireland. Sorry. You can't, Sean. You just can't beat us at the moment, can you?
no, but I mean, we you said it and you sent me the game and you were like, oh, sadness for Ireland or whatever. But I mean, I watched that game, GB against Ireland women. That was a good game, even though GB deserved to win. That was a bloody good game of sevens.
Oh yeah, some of the sevens games this weekend have been class. Have we got sevens again next weekend, or are we?
Yeah, it's in Dubai again, with fans this time, and they're expecting over 100,000 fans over the course of 3 days. Wow.
Ooh,
Nice.
it's not even. It's not like a pandemic ever happened. Sevens.
Sevens.
Actually, no. I've got a talking point. If a club is not doing well, to what point do you let them stick with the coaching staff?
We're going about fucking. Oh Jesus, Jesus Mary.
It's 9 defeats. They've been slapped so bad. Yeah, like extra Chiefs, back the Chiefs. Well done. Death taxes. Sam Simmons scores in the Prem. He's inevitable. Actually, that's another thing. So the record for most tries scored by a forward is 59, and the guy that done it, Neil Waldrum, made it over 120 appearances to do that. Right? Sam Simmons has got his 56th Premiership try and 76 appearances.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
50 less. Jeez.
Jesus Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey. I say
yeah.
too much.
Genuine. I don't like it being into like you see it in football all the time. when like shit doesn't go right, you bin the coach very early. But at what point do you lose the faith? Is that the right? I feel like it's being harsh because I don't want anyone to lose their job, but yeah, discuss.
I mean, maybe
He's not been the
they-
best.
Maybe they have a grander plan for how they want to play rugby. Maybe they're rebuilding from the ground up. You know, they're going to have to take some big, massive pumpings to get to where they want to be. I don't know. Maybe.
Was that a
I'm
message?
glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't say that out of context, Sean.
Simon, what's your thoughts on it? Because it's so
No,
weird.
I get what you mean. Like, we don't.
Like, at what point do you just say, look,
we
it's not
don't want
working?
to resort to the soccer way because I think
No.
if it was soccer, they'd have
He'd be gone.
He'd be gone out months ago.
Yeah.
The rugby way is how you build in rugby is so different to football.
Yeah.
It's such a different sport, and how you build is completely different. So it is. I get why they get rid of managers, coaches, whatever you want to call them, straight away in soccer. But how many bounces on the loss did you say?
It's 9 this season.
No, and we know what some of those score lines have been.
They've conceded 70 twice in a month.
It's so hard because you get rid of him and then you bring a new coach in out of nowhere and the players don't know what they're doing. But at this point, could it get much worse?
I think the only thing saving Bath, and it's what Kyle discussed when I think he was on with me and Sean, was that because there's no relegation in the Prem, it's as if clubs don't care. So Bath are happily getting absolutely cuffed. To be fair, I will give them this one. This was their best game of the season. They had Exeter Chiefs rocking and had a lot of answers to what Exeter were throwing out. The only answer they could...
Exeter have not been that good this year.
No, they haven't. And this is honest Murray fan back.
That doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't, because Edinburgh's flying high, so I'm on dreamland for that, but Exeter's keeping me grounded this year for a change. It's very opposite last season.
Aye.
The dream world would be they're both flying high and I'm high as a kite constantly, but it's not happening.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Not that, no, not like that. But
I'm so funny. Oh, I've drunk a whole bottle of red wine this evening. Oops.
oh well.
Oh no!
Don't forget to drink
Anyway.
responsibly. Drink responsibly.
Don't do drugs, drink responsibly. Don't talk to strangers, even though we all kind of did.
We were strangers.
We were strangers.
Yeah, we're all strangers. We meant up. I never met Sean and Harvey and let him sleep in my room, in my bed with me, to be honest.
I mean, like people would say, don't meet up with people you met on the internet. I mean, we've
How else are you meant to meet people? It's a weird line to cross.
Yeah, it's weird. Rugby connection.
Anyway,
That's weird.
right, yeah. At what point does Bath go, look, Stuart, we love you, you were a great player for us, but get out?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Now-
sure they're having those conversations
You
in the
know what?
background.
I think over Christmas would be the perfect time. Rebuild, new year. New me, new year.
Yeah. I mean, who have they got in the Champions Cup? Because
Leinster.
it is the most... Leinster? Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Oh,
they
don't
would.
worry. A bunch of people from Donegal and Northern Ireland can beat Leinster.
Hey.
No, seriously though.
Sorry.
Bath,
North of Ireland.
Bath, even with their full strength team. Listen, Bath, even with their full strength team, would still get beaten comfortably by Leinster at the Aviva. And now that the fact that they've been on this, this terrible start to the season, it's gonna be sad to watch, to be honest.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got 1 more week? 2 more weeks? No, 1 more week of the Prem?
Yeah, one more week of
Prem,
Couldn't tell you.
UFC, Top 14, and then we're into the most magical time of the year. We're into the Champions Cup.
Yep.
Are you going to any of the big European nights, Sean?
I may be going to that game that I just discussed, but I don't know yet. I don't really want to go.
The Connaught boys going to a Leinster game.
I don't want to go to it. I don't really want to go, to be honest, because
Well, I don't want to go to a Leinster game.
I don't. It's too boring. I wanted to go to Leinster against Connacht this Friday, but I couldn't get it off work. I mean, that would be a juicy game, Connacht for the win. But yeah, no, that's all I've planned so far. So
You know what I'm looking forward to? Cardiff v Edinburgh. Or Edinburgh v Cardiff.
You're teasing it, and I'm really skeptical.
Sean, what do you think it could be?
I don't know. I really don't know what could happen here now.
I've got a serious
Sean
question.
knows what it is. So
Okay, but speaking of, it is Christmas. It is my Christmas. Sean, have you got yours?
Have I? Oh, did I get your Christmas present?
No, did you? No, I know you've ordered it, but have you got yours for me?
Oh yeah, no, I haven't picked it up yet. Didn't get a chance to get down to the shop today.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Simeon, right. Would you like the whole world and yourself to see it now, or do you want to see what I've got you?
me.
Different. Yeah, yeah.
No.
I got your. I'm looking at your
I'm gonna
present.
get it tomorrow, aren't I? Let's do it on the show. This is fun. Welcome to Christmas on the show. Let's do it on the show. Christmas on the show. I like this.
Right. Bear with me.
Say no.
Oh.
If I start crying on the show, everybody, I do apologise.
I don't like how they've wrapped it.
I'm very intrigued. This is a new for the Rugby Connection podcast, episode 10.
To be fair, we've not had a Christmas together yet as a show. We've not even had a year together as a show.
No.
Right. I've took it out of its packaging to show everyone this.
Show everyone on the podcast. Let's go.
Right, so, you ready?
Yes, I'm really excited now. Oh my god, it's an Ulster top! Oh, Murray! Scotland,
Beautiful.
The son of Connachtland. Oh, yeah.
Connacht's best team in the world. Hey.
I like that.
It might be big on you. They've lied. I've just checked the label, but oh well.
I like an oversized top to wear around the flat.
No, I ordered a small, so it make you look like a massive unit, but they've given me a large. Something to bulk into then.
Yeah. No, that's grand. Thank you so much for that. Oh, I know a few people. I know someone who will very much love this bit of the episode.
Look, Ulster on Ulster. There we go.
And they beat Leinster.
Hey.
I feel like that might be a lovely ending point to the show, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful ending.
There we go. And it was a podcast first.
Murray, I'll see you tomorrow.
You will. I'm not wrapping it now. You see.
Oh, don't worry. The 5'2" ginger's coming with me as well, so you can bully her.
I'm not bullying.
No cheap shots, Murray. No cheap shots, Murray, this time, all right? Don't make sure you don't do what Simeon did.
I'd miss. I'm taller than Simeon. I'd miss.
You probably would. I'm listening to this. I'm so sorry.
Shall we just finish it off how we normally do then, lads? We've only got the one thing to mention now because Match Pint Predictor's finished.
Into the Six Nations. Oh wait, on my placement, I get weekends off. Both my placements are weekends off, so I can watch Six Nations.
Yes.
That's
Thank
a
you,
win.
Edinburgh and AP University for giving me good placements with the baby.
I've got my ticket sorted.
I mean, if a spare one comes up, I'll join.
Yeah. Oh, actually, because we've not mentioned this on the show of how much of a plum you are, how you got gifted a Scotland South Africa ticket twice in the space of half an hour and didn't take either of them.
Because I made plans and I felt bad.
Shocking. Sean, my rugby coach had a spare ticket. Simeon got gifted it. Somebody already took it. So Simeon made plans. I then got offered that ticket again. And because he made plans, I had to turn it down. Then someone else privately messaged me, if you can meet me at this place, at this pub, on the way down to Murrayfield, your pal can get a ticket. Said no to all of them.
Yeah.
Muppet.
I know.
Why was a shit game? Scotland lost anyway.
It wasn't a shit game. It was shit wrecked.
I've no comment.
It doesn't work with you. You could criticise that
getting
one.
them off. Murray and Sean, end the show quickly.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it there.
mention? You want to mention our proud partners and a little discount code because it's coming up to the most wonderful time.
Dash.
Yeah, Simeon said it's a price stash. Use code rugbyconnection for 15% off. There you go. Couldn't get a better bargain than that.
If you need I'm saying it for Murray this weekend. If you need a Christmas present like Murray got me, but it was an old stop and he knew what he was getting. But if you don't want to know what you were getting, your friends, you could accidentally get your favourite Irish, Welsh, or Scottish person an England top this Christmas. Go check out Surprise Stash.
That's a beautiful advert. I like that. There you go.
I mean, Murray did buy an England top, so that's all I gotta say.
Not a top. It was just an England T-shirt for our friend Harv.
He still paid money on an England top.
I did. But you know what? I thought it was only fair. I got him a Scotland top for his birthday, so. So there we go.
An Ulster top. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, and Sean got a Lions top and.
Oh, pardon. What was that?
Sorry, nothing. Yeah, he'll find out tomorrow when he goes and picks up. By God, sorry, the task in hand to try and get this bloody thing shipped across to a store near Sean was such a task. There's 5 at the same store in Dublin alone. There's no need for that many Elveries in one place.
Oh yeah, Elveries is a massive chain here. Yeah, you could go literally. You get off. Well, you wouldn't get off the plane, but in Dublin City, there's like about 3 in the space of 500 meters.
What's the point? Just make a big one.
For ease of access, so I don't have to walk as far tomorrow.
That's fine, but you will like it. I am really worried that you've got it though. That's my big fear.
We'll see.
Anyway, this has been episode 10. We've hit double digits of the Rugby Connection podcast. We've got a little bit of interviews to come out. We've got Sione Vailanu of Ulster Warriors and Tonga coming out very soon. So that'll be very fun. And basically that's it.
Hey! Wait, just before we leave, can I finish the show on just a really positive note? Are you okay with that, Mary?
Is it Ulster beat Leinster?
Ulster beat Leinster! Jochen Fariaun! Thank you very much. Hoyle Bauer, Bender Geddig, and Ulster.
Unbelievable. Goodbye. Goodbye.